Hey guys, Aaron with Endeavor Krav Maga. So we're back. Today we're going to talk about gun from the front. Again, not so much from we absolutely insist you do this technique, but from kind of understanding the concepts and the basics of what's going on. Gun from the front, the real basic, simple one, is one of the techniques there's not a lot of argument on. We all pretty much approach it the same way, but the different mindsets and things go behind it. So when we talk about weapons offenses, you generally hear the term RCAT, R-C-A-T, redirect, control, attack, takeaway. In terms of gun from front, we're getting a redirection with one hand. I'm trying to make the smallest movement possible. A lot of people call it a toy soldier. Some people follow the principles of hands move faster than your body moves faster than your feet. Whatever the way you're teaching it, doesn't really matter, right? I'm trying to make the shortest distance line possible. Generally, you hear the big L frame where I open my hands up. I'm coming in, I'm turning the line off of me. As I do that, the shoulder is coming in to blade myself out and also to put body weight on the weapon. And then from here, we get control by grabbing good solid position on the gun. I'm turning in, cranking, I come inside with some type of punch, there's my attack. Whether it's 1, 2, 3, doesn't matter. I come down in, and depending on your school of thought on the takeaway, you get your takeaway. So there's your redirect, control, attack, takeaway. You'll hear some people when they're teaching this, they're really specific about staying a little more to the outside. So as I come up and in this direction, I'm putting weight on the gun, but I'm kind of stepping out to the outside to go here. Then I push down as the gun's pointed that way. There's my gun defense. Hand comes inside to the back where the hammer would be on a hammer gun, or just back and slide, however you want to look at it. I rotate about 90 degrees, like think parallel from here and pull. All right? So there's one school of thought as far as the way teaching cues go. Some other people will teach, you'll see them all the time, same concept. Hand comes up, body blades here, but instead of going off to the side more, I'm going straight at him. So I use my body blade to get out of the way of the firearm, but I'm really going to stay a little more squared up to him. Pushing off that back foot, boom, pinning it into the hip, and now I'm a little more offensive about the way that I can structure, I can drive my hips to make this punch. Same things happen, I make my punch, I come close to my body, I recoil to the back end, I turn my hip, right, to drive, or turn the hip firearm in to drive and get that break, pull the finger off, I can use it to strike with, okay? Again, once we get to this position, some people are going to tell you to tap and rack, some people are going to tell you not to. The whole purpose of this video is not who's right, what field of thought is right. The whole purpose of this video is just to understand the concept. I redirect. Okay, we all, for the most part, can pretty much agree that a hand motion is faster than a big step-in type motion. So my hand leads the motion, it causes my body to come in, I'm pushing it off the line, I'm getting weight on the gun as absolutely soon as possible. Whether I go here to stay on the other line of the gun, or whether I pin to the body and go here to stay on the other line of the gun, we can all agree, arm should stay straight, elbow should stay locked out, and I should be well out of the way of the line of fire. Right? We all can agree that I punch, for the most part. Punch, elbow, whatever the hell you want. Palm strike, fine, who cares? From this position. Okay? It doesn't matter if I'm here. It doesn't matter if I'm here. Elbow's locked out, I'm staying on the opposite line of the gun. If my elbow's locked out and I'm behind my shoulder and my elbow, I should be staying out of the line of fire the best I can, especially if I'm cranking the wrist in to go. So I look at it this way. If I'm here, right? So if we're in the field of thought where I'm a little bit more off to the outside as I square up, what happens if he pulls his right hip back? If he pulls his right hip, I end up right back where our field of thought is for staying in the front. Well, if I ended up in this position right out of the gate, what happens if he takes the left hip back? I end up a little more off to the outside. But what matters is my elbow is locked out, my weight is on my arm and into the gun. I'm in a position with my hips at least pointed towards him where I can strike properly. And we can all agree that we hit, come back to the body, get to the back part of the gun, and continue to turn the gun away from us. From here we pull it out, here we all strike, and we go. So again, it's more about the concepts of dealing with the attack. Redirect, control, attack, takeaway. Get it off your body the shortest, most efficient way possible. Get weapon on the gun with a good grip for control. Come inside and attack, whether your attack takes place here, whether your attack takes place here. Then when I'm comfortable, I get to the hand of the gun, turn, pull, hit, move from there, and I never recross the line of fire. So a couple of things from gun from the front. Focus more on the concepts. Don't get caught up on the nuances of what this person says to do and that person says to do. We're all saying the same damn thing, right? We're just kind of looking at it a little bit differently for different eyes. So if you like the video, awesome. Drop us some comments, things like that. We'll have some more stuff as far as going forward, but see you guys next time.